Hi there. We are taking a look at Lesson 21 in 5th grade, Module 2. And the first one's done for us. If we take a look here, it's telling us to divide and then check using multiplication. So what they've done here, they said 129 goes inside the house, divided by 21 outside, and you think about, let's see here. If I know that 20, and I go 20 times 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, that gets me to 100, but then I've got 29, so that's actually another one. So that's why they were thinking not 5 of them, but 6 of them. And then when you go and you say 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, you find the difference. If you say 3 plus 6, you do get 9. You can say, what is the difference between 6 and 9? 6, 7, 8, 9. You got your remainder of 3. And then they go through and they check it. And they check with multiplication to get 126, but that's not all the way there. They have to take that remainder and add it in. And then they get 129, which is what you started with. So then you know you got it right. So let's cruise on down, and I'm going to go ahead and try D. D is a little more complicated. So if we have 82, we want to figure out how many 82s fit into 574. So when we think about this, we can say, well, 80 is close to 100, and I know 100 times 5 is 500, but I also know that 80 is a little smaller. So let's try a 6. Let's try 6 of them. I know 6 times 2 gets me 12, I carry. 6 times 8 is 48, and that's 49. 49. When you think about that, that's actually probably too small, isn't it? Let's try 7 of them and see what happens. So if we go 82 into 574, and we're going to try 7 of them this time. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 8. 7 times 8. What do you get on 7 times 8? What do you think? 56 plus 1 more is 57. You find the difference, and there is no difference. So if we were going to do this and work this out, we should get 82 is the difference, right? Because then we know it's actually another one that we've got to do. 4, and we take away 2, it leaves us 2. We can't take 9 away from 7. It's too much. So we borrow. Take away 100, put it here, so now you've got 17 tens. And I know that 9 plus 8 is 82. So that means 6 of them is one set of 82, too short. So now we've kind of checked our work that way. Here's another way to check our work and go 82 times 7. And I'm going to think 7 times 2, here's my 4. I'm going to put my 1 from 14 up here because 7 times 2 is 14. And then I know 8 times 7 is 56, plus 1 more is 57. And we had no remainder or anything. And this does match what we started with. Let's take a look at the next one. Actually, let's cruise on down. We'll do this one right here. We'll do F, which is saying 640, and it's being divided by 79. We know it's close to 80. I know 8 times 8 is 64. So let's try that. 8 times 9 happens to be 72, because 8 times 10 is 80. And you take 1 8 off of that, gives you 72. 8 times 7, like we just saw, was 56. And then I'm going to count up 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. 63. So it gets us really, really close. What do you add to 32 to get to 40? Think about that. 2 plus what gets you 10? Oh, an 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then that way you got this extra 1. So that's your difference. So now you have 8, remainder 8. And then when we go through to check this, we take our divisor, 79, we multiply it times the whole number in our quotient, See what we get. I'm going to do it over here. 79 times 8. 8 times 9, 72. So that's 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. 632. I'll make it again. 632. Now we take that, 632, and we say plus our remainder of 8. I'm going to kind of add it in over here. Plus 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus nothing is still 6. And it's 640. And that's what they got here. So for your homework on this one, now that you've got this two-step process, you do your division problem, then you go through and check with multiplication. So here's what I'm giving you to do for homework. This is the exit ticket. I would like you to choose one. Choose one. And you're going to do it that same method where you're going to divide, step 1, and then check using multiplication. Whichever one of these two you would like to do. Thanks. Good night.